What is it? Rice?
Cabbage.
We are in the dining room where dining activities go down. So we're talking about today where you starting to feel like you were scared, right? You were scared that.
Want me to tell them how it went down today?
Yeah, of course. We'll start that. Tell them how it went down before you called me.
So I woke up today, and first thing when I wake up, I'm like, thank you, because you're not promised every day. So I'm like, thank you, grateful, and thank you for this video. Anyways, I woke up, got an order. I do Spark delivery. Got an order, went to the area where I do orders. Don't want to expose ourselves, but then I started feeling this negative thought of like this feeling in my gut of just how I used to be in the past. Now I'm living a new lifestyle where I have very little to zero negative thoughts, very good energy, but randomly I started feeling really weird, kind of like I did something wrong or just like a scared feeling. And I'm like, why am I feeling like this? I've been doing everything right. My conscience, I've been listening to everything my conscience has been saying, posting content. I'm like, what? Like, why am I feeling like this? Like, I feel like I'm in trouble. And
that's a good way to put it.
That's where I'm like, okay, I need to call my dad, because usually in situations where I would feel this feeling, back in my bad habits, back when I was at rock bottom, that's when I would supply myself with instant gratification, which is sleeping, smoking, going to bed. I would just do something very negative to be like, okay, that feeling's gone. I feel better now. Thank you.
Eating.
And eating. But I don't do any of that no more. So I'm like, I need to call this fool up and ask him what the hell is going on, because I'm scared right now. And this is what he explained, what that feeling of just you don't know why you feel bad. This is what it is.
Give you a little bit of context. He's been on his.
Does that make sense at all? I feel like
100%.
Okay, I feel like I was
he's been on this self-improvement journey. Been about close to 2 weeks right now, right? That's where we're at. About 2
coming
weeks.
Up on 2
and
weeks.
He really just did a major, just 100% shift. And you get a real good momentum, especially when you start tasting these things that are like not stuff that I made up or even my coaches and mentors that they made up. This is just wisdom of the ages. These are laws that govern this universe. So you just apply them, and your life starts to change like that moment as soon as you start applying these. And then you start shifting your life, which is what he was doing. And he kind of got to that point where I was like, oh my gosh, is this really going to work? And he passed that threshold of, you've never passed this before. Usually here, you go back. You try it, you go back. You try it, you go back. You try it, you go back. And this time it's like, you got to that point where you didn't go back. You went. And you're just like, oh, this is about to go trash right here. I'm about to mess up. This is not really working. Your YouTube channel is going great. Mm-hmm. Your fitness journey is going great. Mm-hmm. Your discipline is going great. So all of a sudden, exactly. You know what? Discipline is rewarded with confidence. Confidence is self-love. You start giving love. Guess what? You're going to get back more, because you get back what you put out. So that's why your relationships are getting better, because you are part of the relationship is getting better. So everything's getting better, and all 5 parts of it, like health, wealth, love, spirituality, generosity, is getting better and better and better. And then he just got caught at a moment of test. This is everything that I explained to him over the phone. It's like you're being tested, and see if you pass the test, curtains open, you move up a level. If you don't pass the test, you're gonna stay where you're at, and there is no such thing as staying the same. You actually go back, because time continues to move. And then it's gonna be, again, either you're gonna fall for your old habits, your old vices, which you run to feel good, that instant gratification she was talking about, or you work hard and you get past it. So it's like, this is what you're gonna do. Check your feelings. Your feelings say you feel worried, scared, lack of faith. Is this even going to work? Mm-hmm. This is taking too long. Impatience. All those things are lack of love. All those things basically is lack of gratitude. You're ungrateful. You're entitled. You want it to go faster. You want to guarantee that it's going to work. You don't ever want to go back to the old you. You want to be taken care of 100%. So it's entitlement, lack of gratitude. And this is the first time I told you to go look at that Hertz scale, where you actually check the vibration, the human vibration, and the feelings. Mm-hmm. So the opposite of ungrateful is grateful. You just need to get into a gratitude state. Gratitude is love, faith, trust, discipline, all the tough things, but also at the same time the things that we want to feel. The thing I mentioned to him is that the way you feel is a meter or an indicator, like a screen, of what your future is going to look like. So if you're feeling ungrateful, guess what your future is going to be like? Your future in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 days, 10 months is going to be a life of ungratefulness. Things are not going to go your way. You're going to be more worried, more scared, more disappointed, more lack of faith. So you need to change the way you feel. The moment you change the way you feel, your future is going to be that way. It's going to be filled with gratitude, love, progress, confidence, discipline. So I told him, you remember what I told you? How do you change the way you feel?
Exercise, be grateful, gratitude.
You got to raise your personal rate of vibration, and you do that by exercising. And if you can't exercise because you're driving, you start shooting out stuff that you're grateful for. So I told him, I go, do it one or the other, or both if you can right now. And
I'll jump in real quick. At first, I was like, I believe in it because he told me if you do that exercise, you even kind of laugh and be like, wow, like that actually worked. As silly as it sounds, like why the hell am I gonna do push-ups to feel better? Like I hate doing push-ups. I would think the same thing, and finally I did them. I worked out. I climbed up like 3 flights of stairs with water jugs on my shoulders, and after I did that, I had this smile of just like, oh, this guy was right. This is crazy.
It worked. And that was it. I mean, he was just bummed out. And I knew the tone of your voice when you were giving me the uh-huhs. Okay, it's like, I know he doesn't believe it, but I know he's going to do it because he's come this far. And I know what stage he's in because that was that stage.
So I don't want to go back.
He doesn't want to go back. He doesn't want to go, but you don't want to go back more than you don't want to do the exercise.
Oh.
So I was like, as much as I don't want to do the exercise, I don't want to go back more than that. So I knew he was going to do it. Maybe not like that, but he was going to do it. You didn't do push-ups, right?
No push-ups.
No, you didn't do push-ups because so he waited. Had you gotten out of the car and done them, you would have worked. So what happens is because you didn't totally say, nah, fuck that, I'm not going to do it. You were just like, okay, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Bam, you got an order. The order had cases of waters and jugs.
4 cases of water, jugs, and it was an apartment complex with stairs.
And you were put to the test where you had to run around the whole apartment complex trying to find the door where you had to deliver it to. So basically what you were doing is you were doing heavy walks. You're pretty much walking with a bunch of heavy things.
Pretty much just doing kettlebell walks.
There you go. Kettlebell walks, exercising throughout a complex. What did he do? He got his blood pumping, got the oxygen going. He elevated his personal rate of vibration. So what happens? His thoughts went up. Then his feelings went up. So he felt better. What follows feelings? Actions. His actions got better. The way he reacted, the smile. Did you make yourself smile? No, you smiled automatically. That's because your feelings went up. So your actions went up. Thoughts, feelings, actions. Then it builds your character. Stood up a little taller. Your character now says, I believe in this shit. This just actually right now in real life worked. So then that's going to change your habits. Next time you feel like that, bummed out, not working, unfaithful, not fast, what are you going to do?
Work out, do some push-ups.
See how it changed your habits already? It changed your habits. And your habits create your reality. You don't like your reality? I don't like my room. I don't like the way I look. I don't like my bank account. I don't like my car. Who do you blame for that? Your habits. So that's how you change your habits. It goes all the way up to the top to your personal rate of vibration. So that was your first experience. After you figured it out and you laughed, what happened? Walk us through that.
Excuse me, I'm tired.
He wakes up at 5:30 now.
I'm not used to from waking up at 10 to 5:30 now. It's crazy. But what was the question again? Sorry.
Yo, walk us through. Okay, so the day went. This you called me. What time was it? Maybe like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. No, actually earlier than that.
It's like 11, 12.
Yeah, it was like noon. Yeah, about 11, 12. How do you feel right now after the day has gone, and how's your feelings?
I feel great. After I did the exercise, that's a true story. I walked past the door. Sorry, my dog's doing this cute little bark. But no kidding. There was like 3 flights of stairs. I had like a 60-pack on my shoulder like this. And then I had jugs on the other hand. Okay, on multiple trips. Walked up the stairs. Funny enough, I walked past the door that was right outside of the elevator. I did probably 3 laps around the complex trying to find the door. And funny enough, I gave them a call and they're like, we're the first door as soon as you leave the elevator. And I'm like, oh my God. So when that happened, immediately I felt happy. And I kid you not, once I smiled and realized, I wasn't upset at all. I wasn't like, oh, fuck this, I missed it. I smiled more at the fact I'm like, this fool is right. And he didn't invent this. It's just the law of the universe. And I was just like, wow, like this shit's real, you know, and I'm so happy I experienced it. I'm so happy I got to feel this. It's true. I believe it. And I did have my doubts on it, but like my dad said very perfectly, I don't want to go back, so I'm going to do this, you know?
Exactly.
And ever since 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, when I walked up those stairs and carried that heavy weight, my whole day, it wasn't even a thought anymore of, am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? Those negative thoughts completely out, and I was totally forgot about it till we said, let's make this video. It wasn't even a thought anymore.
So you passed the test. These tests are not tests as far as like, it's really cool how these Source of Creation puts you on these tests. It's not so much because it's a tease you, or let's see what, it's an opportunity to grow. These moments of adversity, bullshit, problems, issues, whatever you want to call them, I like to call them adversity. It's just an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to get better. It's just a test that says, look, if you pass this test, I'm giving you this doubt. Well, why the doubt? Maybe it's cold, it's cloudy, someone looked at you wrong, you got a nasty text, things are not going the way you want them to go. You're not getting that phone call, you're not getting those views, you're not getting those subscribers. Monetization seems so far away. I know that's one of your goals. Like you wish you could like melt the fat off faster. You want to have the bicep, and you're getting whiny and complaining. That's okay. I'm gonna make you feel this way. Why is he making me feel this way? Because he wants to send you an alert to like, hey, that's not gonna get you what you want. Pass this test. Look at, I'm giving you this feeling, because you didn't make yourself feel all bummed out and cloudy. You didn't say, I don't want to feel this way. You just automatically came. Why? The indicator meter, your thoughts started to go down. Here comes those feelings. Why? Because your personal rate of vibration. So God just sends you like, hey, there's your alert. What are you gonna do? That's where we listen to our conscience or our ego. Ego says, let's go get some caniac canes or whatever you call that shit, or let's go get some ice cream. Let's go get some this. When your conscience is saying, call your dad. He's gonna tell you what to do. He's been through this already. You elevate your vibration, you elevate your thoughts, feelings, actions. Once you did it and you got that smile, you didn't make yourself smile. That's the sign that says you passed.
Yeah.
So curtains will open. Did anything after that day like happen where you were like, oh shit?
Like
later on
that
that
day. My way, like,
yeah, where you were like, I wasn't expecting this. Like you didn't order that on Amazon. You didn't.
Yeah.
What happened later on that day?
Like I said, I do Spark deliveries. The average price per delivery that I would get would probably be about $15 to $25. That's like, okay, that's normal. But I got lucky with I think it was like a close to $60 one just to drop across the street.
Real shit?
So really? So after doing that, I was just like, like that's cool. That never really happens as often, especially we're in January, right? Or February?
Yeah, January.
January, and this is the slowest month for our gig work that we do right now. So having that was pretty much like catching a bass during the winter time. Like it's possible, but very, very, very rare. And it happened, and that was kind of like a reward for passing that level.
That's it. Because you didn't whine, you didn't complain, you didn't reach for the vice. Instead, you didn't go get the food, you didn't go to sleep, you didn't go video game, you didn't go. There's a mosquito was bugging us the whole time. If you would have passed, if you would have failed the test, the only thing would have happened is you wouldn't have got probably that. You wouldn't have attracted that $60 order, and you still would have felt bummed out. And guess what? You would have had to have taken that test again. You probably won't have to take that test anymore because you finally passed it.
And for some reason, if it happens again to you or to me, I know what to do. Supposed to have some
It'll be
push-ups. That's another test. Like, let's see if you're really committed to this.
And it's not only even that. Like, let's see if you're really committed. It's that. But on top of that, you'll never get a test that you are not able to pass. Guaranteed you're able to pass it. Your ego's too big, and your conscience, you're ignoring your conscience more than you are your ego, because you won't be given a test that you can't pass. The bigger the test, the bigger the reward. So when you pass it, you won't have to do it again, or you won't get the same reward. Even if the test comes around the same, you won't approach it the same. It'll be different. And then the reward will be different. It could be anything from maybe your belt feeling a little too loose and you think you missed a hole, and your belt, you need to add a hole on your belt. Your shirt starts feeling a little different. You've never noticed it, but why do you notice it there? Because your filters are different. You're vibing high. You see things. You find the good in everything. You find the good. They have this flower. It's called the lotus flower. It grows in filth. It finds good in the filth, so it's able to grow. And that's an example that they give to be able to see the good in things. Like, oh, you're just too nice. You just don't see reality. No, remember we said earlier, was it a video today we did the other day? It was everything's perfect. It's just your point of view. Yeah. Oh, that's filthy. It's like, what's that one thing that they say, somebody looks out the window and says, wow, what a beautiful view. Somebody else comes around and says, dang, that window's dirty. It's like, what's your approach to the scenario? It's like, oh, this sucks, or oh, this is an opportunity. Let's go bring it. I'm gonna go heads up with it. Go raise my personal rate of vibration. I was feeling the same way earlier today, because when you're with your pack, when you're with your group, if someone's going through some stuff or there's something fun going on, we're gonna feel it. So there was something going on, because I also felt the same way. I did the same thing. I passed the test as well. I did some push-ups. I went a little harder that day. I started busting gratitude, and yeah, you start noticing little things. You know, you expressing to me that I didn't know about the $60 order. That's freaking dope. I saw you when you came out with the shirt that you love, that you like the way it fit now. When you told me about the belt feeling loose, the shorts feeling loose, all that, those are all rewards to me. That's like my son, my boy, my BFF is making that progress from the work. So you do get rewarded from passing this test. And not only you, even me that's a little bit more ahead than you, and even the dudes that are like way ahead with the fancy supercars, and they also have these moments of like, oh my gosh, I never saw it like that before. That's great. So keep on fighting your battles, keep on fighting your compressions, your issues. What do we call it? Adversities. Is when they come up. It's just an opportunity to level up and get better. You want to close it out?
I mean, very well said. You are going to go through things, especially if you're changing your life from nothing to something. You are going to go through these tests, and you don't know when it's a test. Like, for example, like somebody can cut you off. How are you going to react to that, you know? That's a test right there. Or somebody says a smart remark towards you. How are you going to reply? All those little things like that are tests, and it's just going to open a door. And each time you pass, it's going to open a world of opportunity. So take advantage of it. Change your perspective. We're living proof that happened today, and I can tell you right now, I got rewarded immediately, and it's real. Stay positive, and if you're going through something, just bust some push-ups out, be grateful, and things will flip like that. And I promise you, just try it.
It does. It's instant. It's not even a wait. You can't be ungrateful and grateful at the same time. All you did was go from ungrateful to grateful. Done deal. If you got any questions for Cam, you can bust them in the comments or go to his channel. I'll link it in the description. It'll be the first line on the description. If you got any questions or something that you'd like us to talk about, just bust it in the comments. We'll make a next video just for you. Thanks for watching. Want to kick it with us? Make sure you hit the subscribe. We out.